Alright, so check this, right? Before we even start this video, if you're the type of person that'll borrow money from somebody and they get mad when they ask it back, you know those type of friends who hit you up like, yo, Black, listen, man, I messed up right now, man. Let me hold $20 till Friday. And then 3 weeks later, you don't hear nothing from them, so you just send them a little friendly reminder text where you're not really asking for the money back, but you kind of just hitting at it like, yo, what's good, bruh? And he hit you back like, yo, bruh, man, stop hollering at me, man. I'm going to give you a little punk $20. Punk $20? It wasn't a little punk $20 when you asked me to borrow it till Friday. This video is probably not for you. If you're the type of female that get mad and put up a stat like, yo, I don't need nobody, everybody cut off, I hate my family, don't nobody ever support me, only because your grandmother wouldn't babysit your baby so you could be all Tatiana this weekend, free before 12 at the club, this video is probably not for you. And last but not least, if you're the type of person that's, let's say you're running late for work, you're already 10 minutes late for work, and you figure, I'm already late anyways, I might as well stop and get some coffee. I mean, can't write me up for being later than I already am. This video is probably not, well, you know what? That's actually me, because I be doing stuff like that. But anyways, none of these disclaimers have anything to do with this video. Let's get started.
DJ Bandana.
Hey, yo, what's good? It's DJ Bandana Black, Mr. Well Connected, even more respected. And if this is your first time on the channel, this is your first time checking out the channel, go ahead and make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that notification bell. And at the end of this video, if you like the video, or even if you laughed at the intro, just go ahead and give me the thumbs up. I mean, you can do that. It's free. You can go ahead and like the video. And if you watch any of my videos in the past, or if you heard me DJing on radio, or if I came to your city, DJ the club or anything like that, you already know you part of the fam. You tied in with the Bandana fam. Shouts out to the Bandana fam. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. But let's get started, right? Okay, so Casanova, and let me say this up front. I just want to say this up front before we even start this video. This situation with Casanova that we're about to talk about is not only just affecting Casanova, it affected a couple other artists too. Honestly, some of these artists I'm not really familiar with, so the main one who I actually had is Casanova, who I have somewhat of a relationship with. I'll explain that later on. But anyways, I just want to say up front, the situation with Casanova, I understand where he's coming from. Do I think that it's unfair? Technically, morally, yes. Do I understand why they did it? Absolutely. And that's just being real. You know, on this channel, I got to be real with you guys, give you, whether you like it or not, I got to be real with you, give you the real, give you my insight, my opinion on things, and I'm going to explain to you why. So, Casanova was supposed to perform at this event called Rolling Loud. By the way, I always wanted to go to Rolling Loud. It's one of those events that I always heard about, but I never really, like, cared about going into some of the artists from my city. Actually was there, I believe, last year. I believe last year they performed. Shouts out to Griselda and them, Benny the Butcher, Conway the Machine, West Side Gun. I believe Conway is performing this year too, or was supposed to perform this year at Rolling Loud. So shouts out to them, shouts out to all the artists anyways. Casanova was supposed to perform there, but unfortunately he wasn't able to because the NYPD basically hit them up and was like, yo, y'all wildin', like, nah, you can't have Casanova there. So anyways, Casanova posted this. He posted a picture of the canceled sign, which I don't believe the whole event was canceled. I see what he did there, though, because I would do the same thing. If I was mad, I'd probably do the same thing. But looks like the whole event was canceled. I think he just got canceled from it. So he put up a stat, and he put, I just want to live. My last felony conviction was 2007. I lost everything I ever loved, and I'm still losing so much so that they won't allow me to perform at Rolling Loud NYC on Sunday. It's unfair and unfortunate that my past, which I've dealt with legally and personally, continues to stigmatize me and my career as a recording artist. By the way, I just want to point out he used the word stigmatize. Salute to that. I'm at war with my past and the scars that they still leave on me every day. I will continue to fight against biases and advocate for those facing this same issue. I'll do what I can to make it up to y'all. In the meantime, you can catch me on my behind the scenes Scars tour or another Rolling Loud in the future. Drop a fist if you're free from the system, and drop this type of fist on behalf of friends and family who aren't behind the Scars. Album out now. So, I mean, I think he did it respectfully, but the NYPD sent the notice out to Rolling Loud. Basically, this is where this all stems from. Rolling Loud is like this big event, a bunch of artists performing, all that stuff, and the NYPD sent the notice out to Rolling Loud, and the notice says, Dear Sir and Madam, the New York City Police Department requests that the below listed individuals be removed from performing at the Rolling Loud Festival taking place at Citi Field on Saturday, October 12, 2019 and Sunday, October 11, 2019 due to public safety concerns. And then they list the artists with the real names. I'm just going to say the artist names. 22 G's. I heard of him. I'm not really familiar with the music. Casanova, definitely familiar with him. Pop Smoke, super familiar with him. I actually broke his record here in Buffalo, New York. I was the first DJ to play the record here. Allegedly. We're just going to say allegedly because a couple of us got sent it at the same time, but I know for sure I was the first one to play it. But anyways, Chef G, I know who he is, and Don Q, I'm familiar with Don Q. It says the above listed performers have been affiliated with recent acts of violence citywide. The New York City Police Department believes if these individuals are allowed to perform, there will be a higher risk of violence. I look forward to working with you in an effort to keep this event safe. So with that being said, technically they didn't ban him. Technically they didn't tell him that he couldn't go. Technically what the NYPD did was send a friendly letter to Rolling Loud saying, listen, we would prefer if these artists don't perform. Basically what they're saying is they can't perform or we shutting this joint down. I mean, if you read between the lines. Now, let's get to the topic at hand. Like I said, do I think it's unfair? Yes, technically and morally it's unfair because if he paid his debt to society, he should be able to move on in life and be successful in his music career and do performances, everything like that too. All of the artists should. Do I understand why they did it? Yes. If you look at, and let's just not play stupid. Let's just be serious here. If you look at recent situations, Barclays Center, a certain rapper who's telling on a lot of people in that case, and you look at who's involved with that, if you're the NYPD, your job is for public safety. Now, yes, I understand that cops are corrupted and cops do a bunch of BS. Like I said, it's totally unfair. I'm just giving you the reason why they do this. When you have an event that's as big as like a Rolling Loud, you don't want any situation to go down where basically you could be sued. At the end of the day, it's about money. You don't want to take the risk of being sued. So if you have the option of saying you get an artist like, just offhand I can think of right now would be like A Boogie or Fabulous. Even though A Boogie and Don Q was together, you know Don Q and A Boogie, they portray two different things. They may be the same type of person, but to the general public, A Boogie is a more safer type of artist. Now, I'm not agreeing with this. I'm just explaining to you the way that they think, the reason why these type of things happen. So when you have an event like this, you got to pay for insurance, you got to pay for security, safety of the individuals, and you're looking at these artists like, damn, this thing happened at the Barclays. This artist was beefing with this artist and shots rang off. This artist was involved in this, and you don't want that at your event. So even if the NYPD necessarily didn't send that letter, it would still be a bigger risk having these type of artists there. Now, is it right? Again, I'm saying it's absolutely wrong. I'm just telling you the way they think as a business. As a business, you don't want to get sued. Because say for example, Casanova did perform at this joint, and something totally random happened on the other side of the other side of the event. They're going to say he had something to do with it. He could have said what's up to somebody, and 5 minutes later, that person could have gotten into a fight. Then they get sued, and they say it's because he was there. You guys took that risk and put him there. So it's an unfortunate situation, and I remember a while ago, shouts out to Hocus 4/5. Hocus 4/5 was going off and saying how radio wasn't playing his records, that NYPD was basically telling the radio station not to play his records, not to promote him on the radio. With that type of situation, it's unfair also. I think that's a little bit more unfair because he's not physically somewhere. He's just doing music. And they're saying because of the type of music that he portrays, even with Casanova, they're saying the type of music that he portrays. 6ix9ine portrayed a bunch of stuff that he didn't do. A lot of artists say things that they don't actually do. And I think that's unfair. I think it's unjust. I don't know what we can do to combat that. I mean, on my end, I play Hocus 4/5. You ask Hocus 4/5. I play him on the radio. I broadcast it on Instagram, everything like that too. So I play my part. But also, I'm not from New York City. So when you're at a big station like Hot 97, you don't have as much freedom as I have. Even though I'm in a smaller market, I'm in Buffalo, New York, and they're in New York City, I probably have more freedom than most of those DJs that's on there. And they probably think like, nah, you in Buffalo, that's not New York City. Yeah, that's the benefit of it. I have more freedom to play what I want to play because the police can't tell me, oh, you can't play this record. I mean, they could, but I probably still play it anyways because I just do what I want. But yeah, I want to hear from you guys, man. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know how you feel about this situation. Shouts out to Casanova, man. Honestly, just stay strong, bro. Like, I mean, keep fighting. Keep doing what you could do to progress your career. Don't let this, it's a roadblock. I mean, I tell people all the time, when you're in the streets, matter of fact, it's a crazy situation. So quick story, I was having a conversation with someone and they were saying how like they changed their life around, but all these bad things was happening to them. We're not gonna get into the details, but a lot of stuff was happening to them. And they were saying like, man, I've been on the streets for like 5-6 years. And I made a point to him, which a lot of people may not agree, because the people who be like, yo, just free this person, free that person for no reason, even though they're guilty, those type of people are not going to agree with what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that your past can affect your future. That's why you need to make sure you're doing what you do now in the present. So you could have done something to somebody. You could have put some work in 10 years ago, and now you could be a pastor. Like, you could be a pastor of 4 churches. You donating money. You helping the youth. You helping the homeless and all that. And somebody could ride up on you and pop your top. Put some work in. Now, honestly, you can't be mad at that person. And I know you probably think like, well, I changed my life around. Things should be different. I shouldn't be going through this. Yeah, but the person you may have hurt 10 years ago didn't forget about that. The person, family who you affected 10 years ago didn't forget about that. It's the same thing with this situation. Things that you've done in your past, even though you've been forgiven and you served your time, they still can't affect you. Is it right? No. Is it the reality of it? Yes, it's definitely the reality of it. But I just want to keep it real with you guys. Make sure you hit me up in the comments. Let me know how y'all feel. Maybe you could disagree. That's the thing I like about the Bandana fam and the people that watch these videos. We don't always have to agree. I just give you my opinion based off of facts and based off of my beliefs, and we can talk in the comments. But anyways, DJ Bandana Black, Mr. Well Connected, even more respected, Mr. Hashtag I Am Buffalo. Make sure you follow me on Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. We out.
DJ Bandana.